In the quiet village of Obeago, young Masi lived with her mother. Life was hard after her father's death when she was just 5. Together, she and her mother cultivated vegetables and farmed fish, surviving on their meager sales. Masi enjoyed working on the farm with her mother. She also loved helping her mother to sell fish and vegetables at the marketplace. Masi's mother worked tirelessly to send her to primary school, but that was all she could afford. Masi was a lively child, like any girl her age, but what stood her out was her politeness. It was safe to say that she was the most respectful young girl in her village. Despite the hardship they faced, she and her mother always wore a cheerful face. As Masi grew older, she longed for a better life. She dreamt of a life where she had all she wanted and her mother didn't have to work so much. She wanted to change things for herself and her mother. So after doing her research about life in the city, she made up her mind that she would take her chance with life and see what luck she will find in the city. Masi gradually began to pack her bag. One day, with her mother's blessing, she decided it was time to leave the village for the bustling city of Abuja in search of greener pastures. In Abuja, Masi found a job waiting tables at a big restaurant. She worked diligently, always arriving on time and serving customers with a smile. Her dedication did not go unnoticed by customers who frequently gave her tips as a way to appreciate her politeness and professionalism at her job. One day, a wealthy billionaire, disguised as an average person, stopped by the restaurant. Masi served him with her usual cheerful and polite demeanor. Impressed by her behavior, he couldn't stop thinking about her after he left the restaurant. Several weeks later, the billionaire returned to the restaurant, but it was Masi's day off. Unable to get her contact information due to strict policies, he left disappointed. He came back to that restaurant every other week in hope of spotting Masi, but unfortunately, every day he got there, Masi was not available. Months later, fate brought them together again. They ran into each other at a mall. He introduced himself as the man from the restaurant, and they shared a laugh. They exchanged contacts and soon started spending hours talking on the phone. Their bond grew stronger each day. No day passed without them talking. He opened up to Masi about his real identity and introduced Masi to his family. Eventually, the billionaire proposed to Masi, and she joyfully accepted. With the billionaire's help, Masi devised a plan to support her mother and her business. She opened a sardine factory for her mother, where she gainfully employed lots of the villagers as staff. Massey and the Billionaire's wedding was a grand celebration, blending the traditions of her village with the luxuries of the city. Massey's story became an inspiration, showing that with determination and love, one can overcome any obstacle. Join us next time for another captivating story from the heart of Africa. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.